Hello everyone, my name is Cedric Campanel. I'm gonna be presenting a method in solving volumes. So we have three methods, which is the dish, washer, and shell method. However, I'm gonna be using the dish method. So the problem is we will find the volume by y equals square root of x and rotating to the x-axis, and the portion of the curve is bounded between x equals 2 and then x equals 8. Now first we must plot the function. If you don't know how let's take for example, this is what the square root of x looks like. Now after we just draw this, we know that the radius is the distance between the curve and the axis of rotation, in which we are rotating, or our main intent is to rotate in the x-axis. And here in our given, the portion of our curve is between x equals to 2 and then x equals to 8. So just write this is our region, or what we're gonna use in solving this. And then we must try to determine what r of x is equals to. So r of x is equals to y, and we also know that y is equals to square root of x. We want it to be in terms of x, so that's why instead of y here, we will substitute it as rx equals to square root of x. So now we're going to solve for equation of volume. The equation is volume is equals to pi integration of a to b r squared x dx. As you can see, this is the equation, so we just substitute it, and that will become equals to pi equals to integration of 2 to 8. Instead of r here, this is square root of x squared x dx. Now it's pi integration of 2 to 8, and since root of squared is basically just x, so place this, and to make it clear, this is already, it has already a 1 exponent dx, so we will look for the antiderivative, which is x 1 plus 1, and then just copy its denominator for its denominator equals dx. Sorry to inform you, this is actually evaluation of 2 to 8. So now we just plug it into, or insert our values, which is 8 squared over 2 minus 2 squared over 2. So integral of 8 times 8 is 64. 64 divided by 2 minus 2 times 2 is equals 4 divided by 2, and then the integrate 64 divided by 2 is equals to 32, and then 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. Now 32 minus 2 equals to 35. This is the answer. Hello everyone, so now this is an example of a shell method. Find the volume of the region bounded by the curves y equals to x to the 4th power, y equals 12, and then x equals 2, and is rotated about the x axis. Let's graph. As you can see, the line here, this will be our x the 4th power, and then it will be this line right here will serve as our y equals 12, and then over here will be equals to x equals 2, and don't forget we are rotating in the x-axis, and since we are rotating in the x-axis, we will be approximating in the y section. So this is gonna be our delta y. Since this is a rectangle not horizontal, we will look for its width. And now since it is y, we must convert this into y. By the way, this. Now it will become x equals to y 1/4. And now this will be our width. And now we will find for the integration. It's also known as c equals 2. And here, this is d equals 12. We will look for the by the way, this is the formula. V equals to 2 pi times integral of c d, wait, I forgot. It's gonna be radius with y dy. Kung naghahanap tayo ng kung vertical po ito, pwede dapat ito ay magiging h. Pero kasi naka-horizontal tayo. By the way, our radius is equals to y. Our radius is equals to y. Now continue with the volume formula. 2 pi times, substitute c and d, 2 14, and our y, the width of our y is y with a 1/4 exponent dy. Now let's integrate it. Pi 2 pi, by the way, this is 12. I apologize. Integrate it to 14 y times y raised to 1/4 is equals to y raised to 5/4 dy. After that, let's integrate 2 pi. It will become now y raised to 9/4 over 9, and then we can just bring up 4 here. Evaluate of 2 to 12. another mistake here. And after that, 4 times 2, 2 times 4 over 9 will become 8 over 9 pi times, then we transfer the 12 and the 2 here. The grade 12 raised to 9 fourth minus 2 raised to 9 fourth, close and open parenthesis, v equals to, so now we're gonna solve it with the use of the calculator. Sorry about that. We have 12 raised to 9 4 minus 2 raised to 9 4, then close parentheses, and there we have our final answer, 735.1. Good day everyone, so now I'm going to be presenting another example of this method in volume. Find the volume if the region is bounded by the curve y equals to x raised to 4 through x equals 4 and y equals 0, and is rotated about the x-axis. As you can see, I had made the graph here, and this is what y equals x to the 4th power looks like. And since we are rotating about the x-axis, this is where I place the region, or this is where you can locate the region. So like I said, if we can since we are rotating our x-axis here, if we rotate, we can form a disc, and then we can also create a curve here. So I try to just write here, and since we are looking for the volume, we should find the limit of integration. So we have x-axis here. Since we are rotating at the x-axis, we should look for its x, which is left and right. And we have already, at the given, we have x equals 2. The other one is y, but since y is 0, we can exchange it with y equals x to the 4th power. 0 equals x to the 4th, and then x will become 0. So it's basically, it's not actually 2, but it's 4. It's actually x equals 4. I apologize for that. So our given will be a will become 0 and our b will become 4. And here's our formula, or the volume in the disc method, which is volume is to pi times f of x squared dx. Forgot to place an integral here, and then 0 to 4. And then we just continue this. V volume integral of 0 to 4 pi times x to the 4th power squared dx, and then it will become pi integral of 0 to 4 2 times 2 times 4 equals to x 8 dx equals to pi, and then we will integrate it. Just add plus 1 here, integrate it. X 8 plus 1, just copy this 8 plus 1 here. It will now become integral of x to the 9th power over 9. Evaluate of 0 to 4. After that, equals to pi, open parentheses, just substitute here the limit. It will become now 4 to the 9th power over 9 minus 0 to the 9th power over 9. Then equals pi squared. Now I'm gonna calculate 4 times 9, or 4 times 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 4 equals to 262,144 divided by 9. Since since the other part is 0, it will just remain a 0, and then it will become integral pi integral of 262,144 divided by 9, and here we have the answer of 29,127.111. You can either cancel it or just place it to 0 for design purposes. Equals to pi times 29,127.111 over 9 cubic units. And great, actually this is actually wrong. We can assume already that this is the final answer, so we'll just bring it down here. 262,144 over 9 cubic units. Good day everyone. Today I'm gonna be presenting you an example of solving an area under the curve. So the problem is find the area under the curve y equals square root of x, and from x equals 0 to x equals 9. What I did here is illustrate the graph, and the graph of square root of x looks like this. Just follow what I'm pointing right now. And also after that, I followed our teachers or our instructors tabular method, which is to base from the square root of x. So x square root of 0 is 0, x equals to 1, square root of 1 is 1, and then x square root of 9 is 3. After that, we tried to to refer to our graph and place 0 in the base of origin. The second one is the number 1, and then we graph the 9 and 3 on this side. And since this point is bounded by the equation of x equals 0 to x equals 9 right here, this just further conclude that this area will be the one that we should solve. In order for that, we place a mark here or dot and evaluated it, or place it as x and y, and then place a strip here, or what you call it, as long as a strip. We label it here at the bottom. The thickness is dx, while the area or the mark here that ranges from here is our x. We also evaluated its height as y, as you can see here. Now after that, we just take out our vertical strip. It's actually vertical strip, and try to label it here with its thickness once again is dx and y. So consider this as your area, differential area, which is equals to y over dx. After that, this is our area now. A equals to the integral of y over dx while 0 approaches to 9. Let's just keep on going down. Integral of, and since our y is equals to square root of x, I change it to square root of x is understood as x what do you call it, x 1/2 raised to 1/2. I apologize for that, I'm very forgetful. Dx while 0 approaches to 9, and then with we integrate it. It has become now equals to x raised to 3/2 over 3/2 with a limit of 0 to 9. Right after that, we then now after that we just simplify it, inverse 2/3, and then this is 3/2 can be placed into square root of x cubed with limit of 0 to 9, and then we just try to solve for the area. Now we what do you call this, we substitute x from 9, we substitute 9 from x, and then you multiply. So you just substitute 9, and then for the square root, if we try to solve it, square root of 9/3 is equal to 27. So just copy and 0, even if you solve 0, it's still 0. It will become 0 here. 2/3 times 27 minus 0, and then you just multiply the numerator to the 27. It will become 54 over thirds square units. Good day. So this is a problem of calculate the area of the region bounded by the curve x equals 4 minus y squared and x equals y. So we need to find the point of intersection. So to do this, we have x equals 4 minus y squared. We have to, and the x equals to y squared minus 4 as equal. So this is how we do it. Fy and gy. First, 4 minus y squared equals to y squared minus 4. We try to switch their signs. And then after that became 8 over 2, and then 2y squared over 2. Then 8 divided by 2 equals to 4. Then 2 divided by 2 equals to the one will be remaining is y squared, since 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we'll look for the square root of 4 and the square root of y squared, which is positive and negative 2 equals to y. And then we have now the values of the point of intersection. We can now calculate the values using this formula, which is area equals to integral c to d close and open parenthesis y, it's actually f, close and open parenthesis, f of y minus g of y dy. You just substitute it. It will become now 8 equals to negative 2 and positive 2. Then 4 minus y squared minus y2 minus 4 dy. We took f of y here in the given, f of y, g of y. So now we then simplify 4 minus y squared minus y squared, and then both signs, since they're both negative, it automatically becomes positive. So it's positive 4 dy. You just add 4 plus 4 equals to 8. Then negative squared, negative y squared times negative y squared becomes negative 2y squared, and then dy. Then antiderivative of 8 is 8y equals to 2y cubed over 3 with a limit of negative 2 to 2. And then we plug in 2 here. 8 times 2 minus 2 times 2 cube over 3. So 8 times 2 becomes 16. 2 times 2, 4 times 2, 8. And then 8 times negative 2 equals to negative 16 over 3. After that, we just distribute them, the negative sign. And then 16 plus 16 equals 32. Then negative 16 plus negative 16 equals negative 32 over 3. So now the final solution is that 96 minus 32 equal over 3 will be equals to 64 over 3. Hello everyone, so now I'm representing a problem using volume using a dish or washer method. Find the volume if the region is bounded by the curve y equals to 4 plus 2x minus x squared and x plus y equals to 4 through x equals 0 and x equals 2 and is rotated about the x-axis. So this is the graph here. This is the graph. If we try to make the graph for the equation of y equals to 4 plus 2x minus x squared, this is what it looks like, the curve here. And then to make x plus y equals 4, to make this a value of y, we have to switch the x on the other side, making it negative. So it will become x equals to 4 minus x, and this is what this graph looks like, the straight line here. And now it is rotated about the x-axis. Rotated the x-axis. So we have to, since we are rotating the x-axis, we will approximate here an area. And once you approximate, if you just forget about this structure or this drawing I made, this area is blank, so we rotate it again. And while we try to rotate, it clearly depicts an image of a washer method, or common images that you can see while solving washer method. And then our x-axis equals to this function. This is our outer, which is y equals to 4 plus 2x minus x squared. Outer radius. And then while x equals to 4 minus x, these are inner radius. So this is the formula. Volume equals to pi times f of x squared minus g of x squared dx from a to b. We will just substitute all our values here. First, the volume equals to integral of, since it is through 0 and 2, I just place it 0 and 2 here, times and then pi times 4 plus 2x minus x squared minus 4 minus x squared dx from 0 to 2. So let's square this equation. We have 4 times 4 equals to 16 plus 4 times 2 equals to 8. After that, 4 times negative x squared equals negative 4x squared. Then 2 times 2 equals 4. No, it's not 2 times 2 actually, it's 2 times 8. 2 times 4 equals 8. Then 2 times 2x equals plus 4 x squared. 2 times negative x squared equals to negative 2x squared. And then after that, negative x squared times 4 equals negative negative 4x squared. Negative x squared times 2 will become 2x equals negative minus negative 2x squared, and then negative x squared times negative x squared equals to positive x squared plus x. So the problem here, since it will not fit here, just move it to the back page. So here I expand the equation 4 plus 2x minus x squared minus 4 plus x squared. So this is the answer, and then I integrate it. Oh, it's a mistake here. It should be outside. Pi times integral of x to the 4th power minus 4x cubed minus 5x squared plus 24x. Then we integrate it. For x to the 4th power will become x to the 5th over 5 minus x to the 4th minus 5x cubed over 3 plus 12x squared with the limit approach to 0 to 2. Then I just substitute 2 here, and you no longer need to substitute 0 since it's obvious everything will become 0. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 become 32 over 5. 2 times 2 4 times 2 8 times 2 16. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 equals 8 times 5 equals negative 40 over 3. 2 times 2 4 times 12 48. and then we just calculate this. It will become 25.1 or 1. Thank you. Good day everyone. So this is our example problem of solving polar. So in order to see the solution, just like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Thanks for watching. So okay, thank you. By the way, this is the equation and this is the problem. Find the area enclosed by the polar curve r squared equals to 16 cosine 2 theta. So we graph here and we focus on this part, the upper and the lower, which is theta over it's pi over 4, and then here is negative pi over 4. So in order to get this, we just divide it by 90 over 2, and then we just place here our solution or process, which is area equals to a to b area equals to integral of 1/2 r squared d theta a to b, and then we just substitute it, these two. Area equals to integral of 1/2 times 16 cosine 2 theta d theta negative pi over 4 approaches to pi over 4, and then after that 1/2 times 6 if you try to solve this, it will become 8, and you must isolate 8 on the other side, and the remaining will be 8 times integral of cosine 2 theta d theta with negative pi over 4 to pi over 4. After that, we just integrate cosine 2 theta d theta, which is now 8 times sine 2 theta over 2 with an evaluate of negative pi over 4 to pi over 4. So then 8 divided by 2 equals to 4 sine 2 theta, evaluation of negative pi over 4 to pi over 4. Then we just what do you call this, parang hinati mo 4 times sine, and then once na hinati na natin, sine 2 times pi over 4, and therefore times sine 2 times negative pi over 4. So we divide it. 4 divided by 2 equals to 4 times sine pi over 2 minus 4 sine minus pi over 2. Ouch, my back, it hurts. And now see the value of this sine pi over 2 is equals to 1, and then sine negative pi over 2 is equals to negative 1. So this is what 4 times 1 equals to 4, and then 4 times negative 1, it's negative 4, but since it's minus, it's subtraction here, we just change it into positive 1. It will no longer be negative, since same sign. How would you call this? I forgot the song, but that's how it is. If both are negative, then it will convert into positive. So 4 plus 4 equals 8, and the ended area of 2 loops equals to 2 times 8 equals to 16. So it's basically the same as the our equation at the first. Thank you.